Hey everyone. So I wanted to do this review, and I'm sorry, I've been converting my normal desk where I do my hobbies and stuff like that into a workspace. Going to be working a lot more from home. So I've been going through a lot of stuff, getting stuff organized, and I was organizing my JoJo classified figures, and I kind of noticed how it started down the road of collecting where I'm getting a good amount of what was the original, it was 13 Joes, I think it was. And as I was putting it together, I realized I had, that right now the ones that are out that I don't have is I don't have a grunt and I don't have a clutch. And of course, the clutch comes with a vamp, and that's hundred bucks. So it may be a while before I get it. Excuse me, before I get a clutch. But I didn't have a grunt. I do have a Snake Eyes and a Scarlet. It's the earlier editions from the Classified line, so I don't like those. I'm in the process. I'm looking for the retro carded Scarlet, which I think is going to be great, and I'll ditch my old Scarlet. And then I just need a better version of that Snake Eyes. I haven't decided on which one I want to get for that. But then that puts us into seven of the original 13 Joes. So I picked up Grunt today because I knew a place that had a Grunt. And it's my local toy store. Shout out to the Forgotten Toy Box. I go and I pick this up and I come and I bring it home, open it up, and so overall I like the figure. I know a lot of people have been complaining about classifieds, and for me classifieds has always been this thing where I like them, and especially now later they've done a lot of improvements on it. Especially they moved away from the more sci-fi, like they were going from the beginning, and actually getting towards more real world military. And so it's just become this whole thing where it's they're so great, but there's always just something they screw up, and it's just little things, which you should not get. I get, yeah, it's a toy, I get it. Yeah, but it's these little things that kind of like you detract from it. It's like you're getting a cookie and they sprinkle sawdust on top of it. You got a good taste of cookie. You just it's got this nasty sawdust that kind of detracts from it. So with Grunt, just one a few things with the good thing. Yeah, people have been complaining that it was a generic body. Well, among the original Joes, they basically used the same body over and over again. Just redid some. I mean, there's a few differences. They swapped them out, recolor paint them. That's fine. So I'm not upset about that. Some of the things that people are not liking the little. Looks like, I guess it's like an iPhone or a smartphone case. That's kind of like a new tactical thing that's going on now. But also with the more squad, they use them in the they do use a similar thing in the military for squad integration. The squad leader can know where all his people are and ties in to the platoon leaders and the commands and so like that. So that's okay. And yeah, it is a little bit flimsy. And when I popped it down, it kind of fell off. But it's satisfying. That's not a deal breaker. It's not like that. The molded pouches. I mean, they're going to cut corners on it, but these kind of look good. It's okay. With that, the knife, and this is the proper way. If you have the knife connected to the strap, that's the way it goes, where you can pull down. When you do put it in there, it blocks the smartphone, tablet, whatever, from folding down. But some people point out it's a good thing because this is a little bit flimsy and tends to fold down a little bit on its own over time, so it keeps it keeps it in place. Then, but overall, some of the problems I have with the glass figures is these guys don't do. I think they just look at pictures and they don't actually do research or talk to people that actually worn this stuff before. So, on a plate carrier back in the old days, it was like the old Joes had like the Stalker setup with that, and it's a more Vietnam era setup, and you had a longer strap, and then on the bottom you could put the knife there on your strap of your load bearing equipment, which a lot of folks have done. I did that back when I was in the Marine Corps. We were still using the old LEB and Alice system from Vietnam, and you had enough room where you could actually hang a knife on the strap. But with these plate carriers nowadays, you don't put it up there. There's not enough room because it's got to pull the plate carrier up to cover your chest. So you would actually mount it on the the plate carrier somewhere or on your belt, which that's fine. But it's kind of thrown back trying to get your connect back to the original figure and how it looked like that. But again, it ends up blocking it. It is open also on this one. You could put it in going that way, but then again, that doesn't make sense because then you can't pull the knife out if you were actually using it in combat. So, and also again mimic it. So, but that's the way it's going to go. So that's okay. And also too, the another thing is the the belt. Everybody's complaining about the floating belt, which is that's what you're going to get when you got kind of like this stuff. I kind of have this problem too with some of the Valverse stuff when it comes to the extra belts that go over belts and pants, so it kind of winds up floating. But then it's the pistol holster is on the back side of them like this, which one that's for a cross draw, which means you're going to go from your right crossover there to pull it. So normally it would have to sit either right here on the hip or a little bit over like that so you can get to it. But when you line the belt buckle where it's supposed to be, it puts it behind the back, whereas you can't it's just a very awkward position for it. So it's like that. Then the pouches. The another pet peeve of mine too is the helmet. I love the helmet, and I get it would look weird without the straps, and also if it had the straps, if you had to mold them where it's closed, it's hard to get off and on the head. But just something about the straps hanging down that just irks me because they used to really get onto us for wearing the helmet like that. With that, it's the same one they do with the roadblock, just decorate a little bit more. But the main reason why is, like I said, it's little nippy. Overall, I love this figure. It's going to look great. Especially once I get the new Snake Eyes and get the better Scarlet in there. And I just do a display of the originals, the original guys. But one of the things that also came with the old M1 laser rifle from the cartoon, which I gave to Clutch because he came. The Clutch came. Not the Clutch. I'm sorry. Breaker came with the Ram motorcycle. And he didn't come with any weapons, but he came with a vest with ammo pouches. So okay. So I gave that gun to him just so he could have it. But then the next thing is that one of the unique features about Grunt is the original is he came with an M16. It was an M16A1, had the triangle grips. So now they've updated and given the M16 A3 or A2, I think it is. So when I got this thing, of course it's got the Bendy rifle syndrome. I mean, it was worse than this. This is after me soaking in hot water, straightening it out, clamping it down between two popsicle sticks, then putting it in the freezer for a little bit. I got it out of the freezer, and it was like this when I got out of the freezer, and then as it slowly warmed up, it curved back like that. So I'm going to have to keep doing it to hopefully I can get it in some sort of decent shape. So originally, once I first got this out, I pulled it out, took a photo of it, and jokingly posted it over on it was the Legion of Valverse site. I said, hey, did I get a variant of the Bendy rifle? And just joking, and showed a picture of it, and it was like, this is almost in a C shape. It was that bad. And so of course people were laughing. Yeah, you got the shoot around the corner variant, and blah blah. And somebody posted, the original, this just shows how Hasbro sucks. They should fix this. And somebody actually replies like, why should Hasbro fix it? It's an easy fix. You could do it yourself. And you got that way because it's the variant in the heat, warping. And I saw that comment. I was like, dude. I mean, and I've seen similar comments on similar posts when folks talk about the Bendy weapon syndrome that Classified seems to have. And that is such bull crap that it's an easy fix. Like I said, I've already done it once. I'm gonna have to go back and, like I said, I'm gonna have to do this several more times, hopefully to get it. See, even now it's starting to bend even worse. It's almost back to the original shape of it. I shouldn't have to do that. It's a known issue. It's a known flaw. We've been having problems with this since Classified's launched. And it just doesn't seem to. I mean, sometimes I saw people we're getting the Bendy shotgun out of the Vamp pack. This is the shotgun that came with the Hawk, General Hawk, and it is Bendy a little bit too. I mean, it's a known problem And honestly, it does not cost that much to fix. Basically, what this was is this is something that was probably it was discovered during QA, the quality assurance process. So listen, I have a background in before I started working in the veteran suicide prevention arena. I had a background of almost 30 years of quality assurance work going back to my military days. Inspection, correction, root cause analysis, all kinds of things like that. And I bet you this was caught very early on, and they gave Hasbro the option. So this is a known QC issue, and they just said, screw it. I mean, it's going to cost us. I mean, it's not a lot, and I'm telling you, the fix is not that much to fix this weapons problem. So we're just going to keep doing it because we don't really care about the line, and you can see that too in how they execute these little details. It's just like I said, it's the little things that keep messing up. That doesn't save them any money. Sometimes they're just cutting corners just to cut the corner, because that's what they always do. So it's just odd. Like I said, I just really did not care for that comment just because I've seen it before and people use it. It's not my responsibility as a customer to have to fix the product I spent in this case, I spent more than retail because I bought it from an independent shop, that I'm glad we will do that and support that business as well. And then there'll be those who say, well, you just take a Valiverse rifle and give it to them. Well, you know what? I I am a big time collector of Valivers. I'm not a shill, but and I love their weapon set. I've got like an entire bin of weapons. I bought the weapon set. I buy every single weapon pack. It doesn't even snow here in Florida, and I bought the Arctic weapons pack just so I could have every weapon in the weapons pack. And you know what? I'm not going to put those with these classified figures. These Jeffrey, I don't like the bigs. Those are my Valiverse weapons. I'm going to go with that. That's my pet peeve. I shouldn't have to go source out. I shouldn't have to go source out. Weapons to. If I wanted to update the figures, or kit bash my own, or make an improvement, then I would use the Valiverse stuff. Or I would go, even though I've never bought it before, and I know people are back for on the quality, but I do love some of the designs of the gridiron stuff, the upgrade kits. But I want to update, a figure that starts out good into something better, not update because I have to correct flaws of the figure and the gear that they gave me as well. But again, like I said, overall, I'm keeping Grunt. I like it. I like the figure overall. I don't know what I'm going to do with these steel core heads. If I get any more of these, I think the clutch comes with one in the vamp. So just maybe something that just goes into the little pile of accessories that comes with each figure that I keep. But I want to keep doing it. Again, I'd love to get them to eventually put out all the originals again. I would love to see Hawk in his just repaint the that base body there, the stalker body just all in flat green, and give him the helmet like he came with the visor. It came with the MMS launcher and the old the original blonde hair. And I'll swap that out with the Brigadier Hawk, and then of course that retro Scarlet picked by Snake Eyes. And then I think all they have to do is make us a zap, a short fuse, flash and grand slam, and then a stealer from there. And then that's the originals. And I collect other ones too that are I got Cobras and Joes, stuff like that. But I think that would be like if I want to complete anything out of the Classified series, just hopefully complete the original line of figures. And but as I said, it's just this thing of Hasbro. It's just like they put forth the effort, they get just there and you stop short of it. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say about this figure again. I like it. It's a boring review. I'm really not saying much in the other clutch videos. Like I watched about 10 other YouTube reviews of Grunt here. just to see if I was crazy about the weapon. And every one of them had the Bendy weapon in the review. Some people mentioned, some people just kind of gloss over it, just so I would want to make sure I wasn't crazy with it. But like he's going to go in the display somewhere. He's got to figure out how to display them and what I want them to look like in that display. And then get my Snake Eyes of Scarlet in there as well. And then maybe down the road I can get either the vamp or find the just find the clutch by himself and put with it, just so I can keep having to complete it. So again, that's my review. It's a little bit different again. Normally I do the shorts. So I just want to try to do something and address that one comment. So if you agree, or if you've experienced the same thing, think I'm off base, that maybe I should just stop being a baby and just fix fix hazardous QC problems. As a paying customer, then go ahead and just leave a comment about it as well. If you think I should just suck it up and use the Valverse weapons, that being a baby about that, then go ahead and comment that as well. But other than that, I guess I'll talk to you guys next time.